Wake up, Springfield. I'm Ken Bruckman. Today's top story, The Simpsons. Hit and Run is playable in first-person virtual reality. Joining us via cell phone link is Cartoon Carl to explain how this is done.
Hi, Ken. Hi, Springfield. Hi, Mom. I'm on TV. Alright, okay. So you guys want to play Simpsons Hit and Run in VR? First person? Yeah, okay, no problem. First thing you gotta do, open up your Dolphin. Right-click on the game. Go down to Properties, edit config. Now simply paste in the configuration file from the description. Save it. Now when you open up the game, you'll notice that Homer is invisible. Alright. Now you may need to adjust the camera slightly, so how you can do that is move right thumbstick forward or back. Okay? Now if you notice your player character is a little short or a little tall, that can be refined. So on the keyboard, press Shift. The Q and E keys will move the camera up and down. Now you shouldn't need to adjust this too much, but just in case, for your tastes. Alright, that's it. Now you're able to play Simpsons Hit and Run in VR. Alright, see y'all in game.
Okay, another news. You don't care? I'm going to play The Simpsons Hit and Run. See you later, Springfield. Call the weekend guy, I don't care.
VRified games.
Alright, player one. Homer. Use the control stick to move around. This is called walking. Press the A button to jump and hold down the X button to run. Anytime you're in the air, hit jump again to get a little extra push.
What's up, player? Yeah. And living there talking head. Coming to you live with Daigo, VRified Games. How we doing, Daigo?
Dope!
A deer, a female deer.
Ooh, brain like shiny thing.
Yeah, great. Those shiny things are called coins. Whenever you get enough of those, you can get a cool surprise.
Hey, what we doing, man?
Hey, Ed. Yeah, we got something kind of special going on. So we've had a couple of requests in the past, actually, but...
There are a bunch of these scattered in each level. Little surprises are hidden inside each one. Be sure to come back again to see if there's something you missed.
Recently, good friend of the channel, Ironbug, asked us, gee, do you think you could get Simpsons Hit and Run up in VR? And that prompted me to go, well, I think so. Let's give it a shot. And sure enough, we got it running very, very quickly. Now, I do need to mention that so far, this is only really good for exploration of the town, driving around and doing driving mini games, and story missions that involve you being outdoors or in a car, basically. To simplify it, which I probably should have led with, it's kind of broken in interiors. The reason being, when you go inside a building like, say, the Simpsons house or the Quickie Mart or any building throughout Springfield, the camera view will change to a sort of an isometric view. Now, because we've manipulated the camera, that does not translate well. And you'll find it nigh on impossible to control your player character when you're in interiors. So in order to get around that, if you go into an interior area, just press the Shift key and press S a number of times to zoom your camera out.
Nobody knows why these things have turned up all over Springfield. They always seem to turn up whenever something exciting happens. I don't know what they are, but violence is always an appropriate response in the face of the unknown.
That'll get you back into the isometric view. You can then go back into the first-person view when you exit by pressing and holding Shift and pressing the W key a number of times to get back into first person. It's not ideal, and I'll keep searching for a better method. But for now, that's how we can kind of get around it. I know it's not perfect, but it is what it is. So there you go. Other issues to note. Audio, you will find that under heavy load, the audio will skip, slow down, speed back up. This will happen no matter what configuration I choose for the sound settings, graphical settings, etc. So the main culprit may indeed be my system, which isn't the strongest by any means, so your mileage may vary. On the flip side of the coin, it could just be that that is how optimized the game actually is on the emulator, and there may not be a lot we can do about it. Another issue, occasionally you'll notice a flashing 2D screen on the horizon. To date, I haven't found HideObjectCode to eliminate that. I will keep looking and hopefully I will find it, but as of today, I have not found a way to get rid of that.
Full of idiots.
That's the stuff, Psycho! And so it begins.
It's sporadic. It doesn't really distract from me, but I would prefer to get rid of that, so I will keep looking. Once found, I will update the configuration file.
Press the Y button to get into the car. And don't take all day, this is the tutorial. Okay, homeboy, here's how you drive this thing. Press the A button to accelerate and use the control stick to steer. The X button is your brake in reverse, and the B button is your handbrake. You know, just like every driving game ever.
And lastly, culling. Now, luckily, culling in this game is not that aggressive, but it is noticeable. Alright, so what is culling? Okay, so anything outside the camera view will not be rendered in order to save CPU power on the GameCube originally. Now in VR you will notice it as you're able to move your head independently of the game camera window. But as I say...
Way to go, Homer! You the man! Collecting wrenches fixes your car.
Culling in this game is not so aggressive. It's not too bad. Unfortunately, results with the Brute Forcer will yield 0. The Brute Forcer, for those who don't know, was a piece of software integrated into Dolphin VR for the sole purpose of finding culling codes for games. Now, this will work 60 to 65% of the time. Unfortunately, there are a number of titles that it does not work with. The Simpsons Hit and Run is one of them. But luckily, now, depending on your definition, the culling is not so aggressive, so perfectly playable. However, you will notice if you turn your head, say more than 180 degrees, that the environment does disappear. So that's the known issues out of the way, at least. Take this mode as a sort of an exploration, kind of free roam mode only at the moment. It's not to be taken as a serious way to play the game from start to finish. That being said, you can have a hell of a lot of fun with it right now. So, I suppose I should mention that I'm not the biggest Simpsons fan in the world.
Hey, what, motherfucker?
I know. I know. Put it this way, I was born in 81, Simpsons went on air in the mid-80s, so I've pretty much lived with Simpsons my entire life. And when I say I'm not a fan, it doesn't mean I'm not aware of it. I can actually remember, as a very small kid, seeing the Tracy Ullman show, when, you know, the first iteration of The Simpsons appeared with the frosty chocolate milkshakes and all that. I can actually remember that, sitting with my dad watching Tracy Ullman. So I'm very much aware of it. I did enjoy it, growing up.
Here's how this works. Milhouse, Nelson, and Ralph run a series of races around town. Complete all the races and you unlock a new vehicle. Well, what are you waiting for?
But over the years, it's kind of, it's that thing that's always there, but it never changes, it never innovates. Now, I'm not saying there hasn't been times where the show hasn't innovated or surprised. There have. But for the most part, Simpsons is more kind of like a comforting familiarity, I would say. Now that I'm, you know, the wrong side of 40, it doesn't do it for me anymore.
Hello, little son of the police chief, little angel.
Those nice man ladies made me a race judge.
No, it hasn't for some time. That's not to say I don't understand the cultural impact of The Simpsons.
One, go!
And I don't appreciate it for what it is. Comedically, it's quite good. Animation-wise, it's fantastic. But, since 1985... and now it hasn't changed all that much, so anyway, it is what it is. Now, coming back around to The Simpsons Hit and Run the game, many people will swear blind that The Simpsons Hit and Run is the quintessential Simpsons game. It has not been topped, it has not been bettered. Personally, I did like The Simpsons, the video game, when that released. I thought that was a lot of fun, especially because it's poked fun at certain tropes within video games at the time. So I had some fun with the tongue-in-cheek humor there. Now, Simpsons Hit and Run, this is very much a GTA clone with a Simpsons coat of paint. It's a fantastic use of the license, I might add. When I first think GTA and Simpsons, you know, I couldn't see it working, but it absolutely works, and it works really, really well. For the game, the humor is absolutely on point. It makes great use of the license, great use of the characters. Everything gels really, really well, surprisingly well when you consider it's a GTA clone and it's The Simpsons. But everything works. I can't really fault it in that regard. And I can see why so many people hold this game in high regard. So yeah, there's not too much more I can add. I mean, anybody who is of my generation and younger has grown up with The Simpsons. It's always been there. So you know what this is. Like, everyone knows what this is. It's a huge cultural phenomenon, basically. Incidentally, the last Simpsons-related thing I remember watching was the movie. And that's because I was dragged along to see it. When did that come out?
The army should bottle failure like that and drop it on our enemies.
15, 20 years ago, maybe. I do also enjoy the Treehouse of Terror Halloween specials. I think they're a lot of fun. Other than that, it's just, if it's on TV in the background, you know... yeah. Not the biggest Simpsons fan. I'm sorry, don't lynch me.
I'm gonna lynch your ass, motherfucker.
Oh no. So yeah, there's not too much more to say there really. Cartoon Crawl will have a tutorial at the beginning. Go ahead and watch that if you guys want to try this out for yourselves. Just please be aware that this is not really intended as a full playthrough beginning to end, simply because the interiors have broken the camera system. In saying that, free roam, car-based missions, on foot-based missions, outdoor-based missions, all completely playable in a really well in first-person VR. As I said before, I'll keep working on it. I'll see if I can do something about the isometric cameras when you enter buildings. I'll have a look and I'll continue to see what can be done there. So okay, like, comment and subscribe. If you've got any thoughts, queries, any critiques, put them down below. If indeed there are any games you'd like us to look at VRifying, put those comments down below and we'll presumably get back to you. As I said, this particular video was actually a request by our good friend Ironbug, and I've had other people in the past actually comment that they would like to see this also, so yeah, I guess you could say Ironbug kind of lit a fire under me to get it done, so yeah, we do look at requests. Okay, yeah, we're gonna leave it there, you guys. Cowabunga, no, what is it Bart says? Eat my shorts? Yeah, see, that catchphrase was from the 80s, so I don't know what they say anymore. Though.
This is worse than when Jub Jub ate my cat.
Everyone sucks but me.
Yeah, VRified games, though. A deer, a female deer. Hey, a drop of gold.
An older boy told me to do it. Out of my way, chump!
Off the road and onto the sidewalk!
Oops, I poke.
Learn to drive, dumbass! Just call me Air Homer. Where am I gonna put all these? I'm a lean, mean speed thingy.
If you need to really put the hammer down and drive, you can always enter these time trial races. They cost a little to enter, but they have a mucho dinero payoff.
Sweet. Hold on, suckers! Mistakes were made. Ow, my ass! Take that! Coming through! Ow, my head!
This is cool.
Oh, I wanted a peanut. I have no insurance.
Hey, watch it!
Oh, I swallowed my gum. In your face! Out of control! Walk? That wasn't part of the deal.
Move it!
Must never run again. Don't worry, that should heal fast.
Ah, what a life.
I keep making God madder and madder. Oh, out of control!
Ow! Whoa!
Ooh, the vibration's tickling my feet. Karmic retribution.
Homie, somebody ate every dessert in the house. I need you to run to the store and pick up some of that ice cream with the miniature pies in it.
Oh, must have been one of our kids. Probably Millhouse. Let's do this thing! Dinghy goes up.
You can go inside certain buildings by pressing the Y button. Why did I agree to do this stupid tutorial? And it's so boring.